I got really anxious when my mother died.
That was recent, right? In the last 5 years?
Yeah. I couldn't sleep.
How come? When did your father die?
My father died last year.
Oh, okay. So your
when he
mother
died, I was like, yeah, nigga, death.
What do you think the difference is? Because men are just like soldiers, and it's just like, yeah, we served together. But my mom is like my mom.
My mom was just that person. My mother was like just this big, bright person. It's like a person that you're never going to see another. My mother was Prince.
Yeah.
My mother was Michael Jackson. My mother was Martin Luther King. My mother was somebody huge. She wasn't a small light. And everybody in my family, my mother was gone. It wasn't like some little divot from a golf ball.
Right.
It was like a meteor came in and a meteor the size, 2 sizes the size of Earth came and crashed down and just shattered all of us.
And the anxiety you think was?
Well, as a kid, I used to have anxiety because I never wanted to die.
Okay.
I have FOMO. I love life. And I hate the fact that when I die, that people are going to be living and having fun and I'm going to be in a box somewhere. Fucking bothers me. I don't want to be in a box. Like, burn me outside.
Yeah.
Freeze me. A death gives me anxiety. So when my mother died, I was riddled with anxiety because that was the life of the party. And it's like, even your mother goes. And you're like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, if your
this
mom
ain't
goes.
a joke. This happens to all of us.
Yeah.
And it fucked me up. And I couldn't sleep for maybe 2.5 years. I would drink myself to sleep. I would drink my whiskey, or I got introduced to whiskey. And I would just down my Aberlour or have my scotch or my Macallan, or my it would go with Chappelle, the Nika coffee, or the Hibiki. And what happened was, then I started therapy again. And when I started therapy, I didn't have one doctor. I have 2 that I speak with, a female.
Play them against each other?
Yeah.
You know what she says.
Yeah, because sometimes as a man, I could be an arrogant asshole. I can have my machismo and the woman gives you a different perspective, and sometimes they champion you for having those things, those egos, those things that protect you or build you. Like, no, you're fine to feel that. And what happened was, you're like, why would you have 2? Because I was in a couples therapy, and then the girl left. So I was left by myself.
So it didn't go that, it didn't work?
Oh, she left. She was like, I'm out.
Middle of a session?
Yeah, no way. She was like, they didn't agree with what she said. She was like, I'm out.
That's hilarious.
No, they against me. So they help heal my anxiety.
What did you figure out with the mom stuff? It was the life of the party thing? It was the, if she dies, that means like...
Yeah.
Because I always think, because I'm the youngest of 10, I always think about how many people, if nature is correct, the amount of funerals.
You got to plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, their nieces and nephews and all that stuff, but like, you just kind of go like, God damn, that's not going to be easy.
It's going to be very hard.
Yeah.
And my brothers, I love them. And they, I remember one time, man, and being a baby, I don't know about your family, but my family, you're not the baby, you're the butt of every joke. So
I was the baby.
But you was the funny one.
Right. Yeah.
So you joked on everybody, and that was like your defense mechanism. I was just the guy that just got
pummeled.
Yeah. But I learned to take a good joke. And my brothers had me on the Emmy in a little suit, and they tricked me because I was supposed to do a sketch with them, and they was wearing these expensive suits. And I was like, yo, fuck that. I ain't got the money for that. I just did more money. I only had like, $10,000. They was like, yo, buy this dope suit. I'm not going looking like a bum. That was
Keenan. They were just doing Keenan.
This is Damon. I'm not going looking like a bum. Sean, you cheap. Don't be cheap. Buy a suit. I was like, I don't have the money. How about this? We go rent a cheap tuxedo and then a little one, and then I'll come out looking like Urkel, and you guys will make fun of my tuxedo. And I kept bothering them about doing this sketch, so they all call each other. Damon's like, yo, Mom keep bothering me about this stupid suit. He being cheap. I think what we should do is we should do his little sketch, but not do it. Oh, that's fucked up, but that's funny. And so they had me on a sketch, and they said, they go, and then I was supposed to come out and go, this was go, and hey everybody, welcome to Wayans Brothers, Keenan and Sean. And then they go, hey, where's Marlon? And I come around the corner like Frasier, not Frasier, what was the dude from Seinfeld? Kramer, like
yeah,
in this little suit. And then they were supposed to rag my suit. Instead, they go, hey, where's Marlon? And I come out with the little suit, and my brothers look at my suit and they just go, and the nominees are. And on the Emmys, in front of 60 million people, I said, oh, shit.
Did you ever hear that story? It's literally just coming back to me that Keenan ordered something COD to Arsenio's house.
Yeah, I forgot what that was. But I remember they used to always
there was
do
a thing where you could order stuff and it was cash on delivery. Yep. So Keenan ordered something for Arsenio and made Arsenio like thousands of dollars, and he didn't have the money. Like, so fucking funny.
Eddie, one time, Murphy went over Keenan's house. He had this Celica, this Toyota Celica, and Eddie walked on top of it and jumped on the top of the roof. It was like, you cheap nigga, buy some new shit. But my point is, with the Emmy, with the little suit, I have a lot of funerals to plan.
Yeah.
And they got me that night, and I was so mad. I was hurt. And I was promised myself that I'm going to pay him back, so I'm going to be the last one to die.
Great.
I'm going to take a picture
Tiny
of
casket.
every last single
Fold
one of these niggas in that little ass suit.
Great.
In the little suit looking crazy. And I'm going to have a collection before I die, and I'm going to put it in my coffin. So
yep. And everyone's going to, what are the Emmys? What? And then how did you, so you dealt with the anxiety in therapy about mom, and then you were saying you were also
and working out, and then I just recently did this movie, Him, and it's a Jordan Peele produced movie, Monkey Paw production, and what's his name is Justin Tipping is directing. He's a great director, and it's a really like dark role.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I was taking a deep dive to find his character, I saw me, and I was broken, and I was
why are you broken?
All the death I've been through. You know, my last special, I call it Good Grief, because I've lost 57 people, now 60 people that I loved. And it's like, it breaks
61.
you. 60. 62.
Horrible.
I'm a Wayans. But yeah, man, it was hard.
The mom was like the worst.
My mother's death broke me. My father's death, weirdly enough, was the beginning of me putting myself back together. And then God gave me this movie, Him. And then I did the work, and I found myself when I dove to get the character. I looked up, I seen me floating, like literally, I seen an image of me floating face down in the pool. And I said, after I get this character, I'm going to go get him, and I'm going to go resuscitate that person and bring him back to a better version of himself.
What do you think happens?
What do you mean?
When you die?
I don't know, but I know this shit ain't happening. I think you're just dead.
Oh, you don't believe in anything?
No. Anybody ever come back from death like, nigga, you gotta come. You gotta get here.
Right.
This shit dope.
People don't come back for shit. People don't come, if somebody's, I just don't think, my own personal, did you grow up religious?
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
And do you still?
I wasn't, my dad was.
Right. And do you still, did you just leave and were like?
My dad was a devout Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And like he said his last prayer, like before he died.
Yep.
It's been a year. I ain't seen him at all.
Okay. So
I thought God, if anybody's going to rescue anybody, God was going to get him.
Yeah.
So he lived a perfect life.
Did you ever believe in anything?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I used to believe in resurrection and all these things, and it hasn't happened in my lifetime. So it's not that I believe in God. I believe that, we're here by some higher power, some force. I hope our spirits commute to somewhere else and travel in a different body. And I hope I remember this life, because I really like this life that I'm living.
Yeah, you got to be fucking Marlon Wayans. So the anxiety from death is you're just afraid, you don't want it to end. Do you miss the people, and do you feel bad for the people that have died?
I feel bad. I miss the people. And and when I die, I'm gonna be sad about how much they're gonna miss me, because I'm the life of the party. I'd be like, I don't know how my kids are gonna survive. I'm like, oh, you're fucked.
You are a great partier. I will say that. The few times I partied with you, you are great at it.
Thank you.
You're very active. You're very social. He's a great person to party with. If you get a chance,
have a good time.
Okay, so there's anxiety, and which is at you've got it under control.
It's under control for now.
Okay,
but I'm pretty sure at some point, And then I also did some things to help with my anxiety. Okay. About a year ago, I reached out to Gary Brecka, and he used to be a phlebotomist for the insurance companies. And he would tell you,
Gary Brecka.
Yeah. He would tell you when you're going to die. Like in 10 years, he told Dana White, you got like 10 years, 10.1 years, something like that, and you're going to die.
I mean, so Dana had a common precursor for cardiovascular disease called metabolic syndrome.
And when I went to him, I got my methylation done.
64. Dana White is dead. Go ahead. Okay, so you went and got your blood work done.
Yeah, and my methylation test, and I found out that I have the MTHFR genetic dysfunction, and that means that I overproduce folic acid. So I can't eat foods that spray with folic acid. I can't eat rice. I can't eat grains. I can't eat anything that's enriched wheat. I cannot have. And I made these changes to my diet, and it's really helped quell the thoughts that I used to have. I'm sleeping so much better, bro.
Yeah.
So much better. Yeah. So much better.
You don't drink at night and shit?
I don't have to.
Great.
Now I get this other thing, REM sleep.
Uh-huh.
It's by Healthy Cell. REM sleep. You're talking about
a pill.
No, it's a liquid.
Oh.
And you don't wake up feeling crazy or groggy or like you've been raped. It's never happened. Okay. My point
I don't hang out with Bill Cosby like you do.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not after the things are out on the street. Okay, so you take that and you sleep better.
Sleep great. And
what about depression? Another block is depression, everybody.
I only hit depression. I've been pretty happy my whole life. Mm-hmm. And then my mother died. With anxiety, it was holding depression's hand. And so it was about a good 3 years. It took to my father's death for me to go, all right, we got to get out of this.
What were you like as a depressed person relative to what you think you're supposed to be like?
I think I was just more somber. Mm-hmm. I just laid around a lot. I had a belly.
Do you smoke weed? Do you do that?
I didn't at the time because I was drinking.
Got it.
If I wished I was smoking weed at the time.
Because you would have.
I think it would have helped balance it.
Got it.
A little bit more, or at least I would have been a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
So I think the depression for me, it was the compilation of all the deaths and COVID, quarantine.
Yeah.
And then, I had a baby coming, a new baby. And then I just had a shit storm of things happen. And then and at the same time, my daughter was transitioning into a son. It was just like a lot. It was like of biblical proportions.
Yeah.
And when I break it down and I really look at it, and this was one of the things that helped save me, is I think you have to have perspective on where you're at and why this is happening. And I looked at all of it, and it was, instead of me being a victim in the journey, I was like, oh, I'm the hero in this. What's God teaching me? What am I preparing for? Okay, instead of worrying about how much I miss my parents, how about I show up as them for my next generation?
Yeah.
How about I put my energy to work instead of sitting there licking my wounds? There's so much. I got this big, great beautiful family, and I'm gonna help be like the Kenan for these 47 kids.
Yeah.
And I gotta shepherd them. And so once I took on the hero role, the victim scurried away.
Do you think it has to be hero or victim? Because you know what I mean? Because I tend to feel sorry for myself a lot, and it's wrong. But I'm realizing, like, you're not a fucking victim.
Nothing's happening.
I'm not
to
necessarily
you.
the hero. I don't go to hero. I just go to like, things are great. I don't have to like worry about offspring and shit like that.
You need a black female friend.
Go on.
Stop thinking like that.
No, I know.
That's some
well,
bullshit.
no.
White boy, you got some.
No, I know. There were two African black dudes
you need them.
who were very good with like, why are you being like this?
Yeah.
Like and it was, I didn't really hear them. I got out of it. Well, I'm just saying I don't go to hero.
We don't feel sorry a lot of times for ourselves as black people, right? It's like we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, no. We gotta keep it moving. There's no time for that.
Yeah.
And I
but
guess
you were doing that.
I made time for it. COVID happened.
You made
COVID happened.
Black people make time for feeling self.
Yeah, and honestly, sometimes knowing that you're not checking in with yourself and not feeling good is okay. Because sometimes recognizing that, hey, I don't feel good, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Now do something about it. I'm not saying I never had like suicidal thoughts. And then I had like 2 or 3 times that I was thinking it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Where am I at right now? Hold up. I'm getting out of line. I'm getting out of whack. Hey, I need 2 appointments with the 2 therapists this week. I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
I need to get on. And so it's okay to check in with yourself. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay not okay.
Yeah.
Get meds, get help, do something.
Did you do meds?
No. I do great diet, I do working out, and I do healthy lifestyle, and that helps me. I haven't needed meds.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.